Hello YouTube, welcome back to game number 5 between Poland and Netherlands. This is going to be Nerchio versus Harstem yet again, Protoss versus Zerg. Let's see how this Legacy of the Void matchup continues on. As I said, Poland versus Netherlands, the description or the links to the previous games are actually all in the description. If of course you want to see games number 1 before, you're very welcome to check those out below. Okay, so our two players, we've already introduced them in the previous game. If you haven't seen that one, I really recommend doing it. Just a very super quick rundown. Nerchio, Team Acer from Poland, and Harstem, Team Invasion eSport from the Netherlands. That's pretty much all I'm going to say about that. And let's jump straight into it. So it looks like we have a gateway first coming out for Harstem, expecting potentially to see some sort of aggression if he's putting that down straight away. I mean, you could easily, I would say, start off with get a Nexus first here and just basically skyrocket your economy at the very beginning. I am not sure why he did not go for it in this occasion. Now, our usual question of the series is actually, what is your favorite race and why? Leave your comments in the description below, of course. If you've left it in the previous videos, not necessary to leave it again, but of course, if you'd like to do it again, you're very welcome to, of course. Any comments are much appreciated. YouTube engagement is very important. Now look at that effect. I absolutely love this. So cool the way that spins. And then it ruins it. Okay. So it looks like we have a cybernetic score coming out after the Nexus, which is all fine and well. Looks like he might actually go for a little bit of later tech, but I'm kind of expecting to see a second. Okay, never mind. There we go. The Vespin Geyser is being occupied right now. So I'm gonna say we're gonna possibly see a robotics bay. I'm just gonna go for a random guess now. It's probably gonna be a Stargate, but I'm gonna guess for a robotics bay. So I do believe that the double expansion has been spotted. Yes, it is indeed. So he's gonna know exactly what's going on right now. He knows that the economy is pretty much everything that Nerchio is focusing on. He doesn't even have gas down. I mean, he doesn't have any Zerglings on the way, and the reason for that is he's basically right now worrying about expanding. He wants to get his 3 bases fully up and running. Once this base is up, and this one is fully saturated, he will probably get the gas geysers, so he's already there now. This one will be saturated by the time that gas geyser completes. Looks like he's thrown down a few Zerglings just in case. This is pretty precautionary, really, because as you can see here now, this is a similar or suitable timing for depths to come out. What is this? It's actually a Stargate, so yeah, it was actually as I thought. So Stargate on the way. Gonna potentially see some oracles coming out of that. Now flying units are very difficult to deal with on such big maps, but at the same time they take such a long time to get over to the other side of the map that it's kind of questionable whether it's better to just, you know, start off with a very aggressive army, ground army, rather than going for air. But looks like he has decided to go for a Phoenix, so it looks like he's not really thinking about harassment as such. He's probably thinking of Overlord kills, which of course is just as important. I mean, if you can supply block your opponent, if you can supply block him heavily, then oh, that is doing a crazy amount of damage to him. Now this Zergling is going to be pretty able to spot everything here. This Queen, not quite sure why she's moving out here so far, just maybe a bit of a miss micro. Looks like the Overlord is spotting the 3rd base here for Harstem. So this is going to be actually a tough situation for Harstem. He's going to need to pretty much do something against the big Zergling army that is about to go towards his base. As soon as you spot a 3rd base, if you started off with a triple or a double expand at the very beginning, and you spot that the Protoss or Terran player is going for a 3rd base very quickly, the first thing in your mind is like, okay, I need to punish this right now. And the way you do that is basically, since your economy is already ahead. I mean, look, he's even got drones in this one already. This one is almost fully saturated, and this one is just about at the beginning of it. So he's going to stream a bunch of Zerglings and see if he can basically force the GG out here at the very beginning. Now he might either force the GG, or instead he might just do enough economic damage to basically, you know, just at that point to for Harstem to be behind at all points of the game. I mean, that is a huge army of Zerglings, and honestly, I don't think that 1 sentry is going to be enough to hold us off. There we go, here it is. Let's see what he's going to do. He's trying to go for one pylon, potentially going to try to... He actually cancelled the Nexus just about when it's about to complete, so that is very, very important. Looks like there is a pylon being thrown down. Now, how long is this base going to hold on? He's going to back off with the Zerglings. More Zerglings streaming in here. Wow, this is huge right now. There are so many of them. Bit of actually a miss rally here because, of course, the overcharge was still in position. Now, it does look like he has another overcharge ready in just a few moments. Actually throwing down a Nexus, that is really weird. He's hardly going to actually expand out of this. This is actually huge right now. If these Zerglings decide to run in, oh, they very well could. A big surround of these units, this is deadly. Oh, actually uses the recall. That's actually very clever. But the sneaky drones are Zerglings managing to break into the main base. Now, he could either destroy all the production facility and forcefully force a GG out of that, or of course he can stream into the mineral line, which it does appear that he's doing. So he's losing a lot more Zerglings than he expected, I would say. I mean, he's gotten... there's actually a beautiful block here by Harstem. Very well played here, I have to say. Managing to basically hold off against this Zergling run by. I mean, all of these Zerglings just streamed straight in there. There was nothing that he could actually do about it. But defended so well with that block on the main. Of course, the probes did a very good job here as well, fighting off these Zerglings. And as you can see now at this point, 6 probes in total have been killed. Now he is going to be aware that there is this expansion coming out, but this time he's not actually going for any rush. What he's trying to do right now is establish his own economy. He knows that he's not going to be able to force any sort of damage onto this Nexus unless he completely over-engages. All he has is Zerglings and there's a bunch of Adepts on the field. It's far too risky at this point. So he's trying to get his economy up, which looks like he really already has. And as you can see, he also has the layer on the way. He got 5th and 6th gas being completed here as well, so that could potentially suggest Mutalisks. At the same time, because there is already so many Phoenixes in the air, honestly I probably wouldn't recommend getting Phoenix. So there we go, Hydralisk is the alternate option, so is putting that down right outside the 3rd base. Also Roachborn going down at the same time. Now these Phoenixes being so menacing right now. I mean, he's killed off 10 drones already. And at this point, they're starting to get a little bit lower on shield, so of course the Spore Crawler will not be able to finish these guys off, since they're going to be a little bit more scared now. It's actually nice that 4 Phoenixes will one-shot a drone like that. It's so good for him in terms of getting those drones killed. What is this? Just a few Zerglings. This base is now operational. There is a bunch of transfers going in here as well. So I think that Harstem is going to be in a very good position right now. He's defended off against the early aggression. He's got his own base up at this point. And he's done a bit of counter-attacking onto the mineral line of Nerchio as well. So let's have a quick look at this. 14 drones killed versus 6 probes. So overall, he actually has come out on top here. Looks like level 2 weapons and Zealot legs actually going down for Harstem. He has a Twilight Council, or not Twilight Council, a Templar Archives, that's it, on the way also, which suggests that he could possibly go for Archons. I mean, yeah, of course you can go for High Templars, but Archons is the more likely situation here. Which, yes, looks like that's exactly the case. 2 Archons being morphed in. Archons are extremely good against Zerg, because they have increased damage versus light units. So there we go, actually, Hydralisks, they're actually pretty good against Archons because they're ranged. They attack fast, they move fast, and of course they're ranged. But once an Archon gets into your face with a Hydralisk army, boy does it hurt a lot. So let's see how this push is going to come out here. A bunch of Zealots, a few Adepts, and 2 Archons. And of course 1 Sentry mixed in there, going to potentially use a Guardian Shield here, or maybe even a bunch of Force Fields. And funny enough, Guardian Shield is something that you so rarely see these days. It's just weird. I find that, like, in the previous games or previous expansions, it was such a crucial skill because it had, you know, damage reduction for all of your nearby units. It's like basically getting 2 levels of armor. And in this expansion, they actually upgraded it to 4 armor, I think, isn't it? And even now, the sentries are just not used that much for the Guardian Shields. You see them every now and then. Look at this Zerg army. You see them every now and then, but not as often as you should. And actually, there we go. It's probably because of, to be honest, it looks like the shield actually costs a lot more. Because looking at that, Sentry's energy. It dropped about 150 energy out of that. So there we go, the warp prism going down, or time warp rather. Now this Archon is so close to dying right now. I mean, he's got 8 shield, he can get killed very quickly. There we go, getting him taken out. And Nerchio with a huge engage here. Attacking the forefront as well. He's basically destroying production buildings right now. Not too worried because he can hold this army back quite easily. And this is an absolute nightmare for Harstem. Look at the supply count. 59 to 129. I think this could very well spell GG here for Nerchio. Or for, not for Nerchio, for Harstem. Looks like the High Templars, and there we go. I'm not quite sure why he calls WW instead of GG. Maybe it's a Korean thing or something like that. I'm not sure. But that's pretty much it for this series. That was a 4-1 in favor of Poland. I hope you have enjoyed this series. And that is pretty much that. Alright, so that's the end of Poland versus Netherlands. I believe that was 3 games in a row that Nerchio won. So very well played. And as I said, such a strong and very competitive player right now. Have to say, one of my favorite Zergs of pretty much all of Legacy of the Void right now. So a question of the day, of course, is what is your favorite race and why? Please leave your comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Good luck. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.